couple days ago, I redid the paint job on R2, and it's better. I'm still not 100% pleased with it, but I'm just thinking this is probably where I'm going to leave it, because I'm getting a little bit frustrated with the amount of time I'm putting into it and still not getting it exactly how I want it. Again, my repaint, the areas where I had scraped down to primer, some of them I ended up with a little bit too much paint still. Here, there's faint primer there, so again, I was doing light coats, and again, it was taking forever. I'm like, okay, I've gone over it several times, spinning it around, hitting all the areas that are light. I also decided to give a light coat over the whole thing, and then I got a little bit too close and the start of another drip. So, I mean, I can sand it down again with 400 wet and try to get it better, but I'm thinking that I'm okay with it. It's not bad. There's an area here that's got just a little bit of a, again, these are all the areas that I retouched that maybe I could have gone over a bit better before I redid them. This is the first time I've had it out in the light. I put it in the garage after I redid it. There's an area there too. So but overall, I think it's okay. It's also, it kind of bugs me because where I got a bit too much paint, it seems to have gone a bit more gloss than satin. I have some areas in the doors a little bit drippy, and you can see layer lines, but I don't care about that. I had decided when I first was prepping it that I didn't care about layer lines on the doors, because there's going to be, you know, arms in the doors, and how often are the doors going to be open, and you're going to be paying attention to the arm and not the inside. So I just decided not to worry too much about that. So yeah, apart from, there's still on the front, there's still some too thick, and it's a bit glossier than I would have liked the finish. But I mean, from just this far away, I think it looks absolutely fine. It's just getting up really close to it that there's some imperfections. And as most people are telling me, you know, that's, you know, R2D2 has imperfections. Don't get too concerned with it being absolutely pristine. So yeah, it's, on the whole, I think it turned out pretty good, knowing my limitations. I could get it better, but again, it would take so much time, and then whenever it bumps into something and gets that first nick, you know, which will probably happen walking by it or bumping into it or something. Just like if you ever buy a new car with a perfect paint job and you come back from the grocery store and see that somebody's put your first little scratch in it, it's gonna happen. So spending an insane amount of time getting it absolutely perfect is not necessary, I don't think. I think that this time I can live with it. I'm hoping I didn't put too much paint on for the greebles to fit. I think most of the areas with too much paint are more surface than these type of areas. So I don't think I did too much paint where I will have a problem. It reminded me I have to reprint my coin slots. I sanded them down to make them fit better, and I didn't notice that they have a small lip on them. So I've got to reprint those because I sanded the lip off. The top, just made the top perfectly flat before I noticed it. So I've got to redo some coin doors. I'm also thinking of doing the utility arms, printing them at 99% of the file size, because they are a tight fit and they don't have any paint yet. So with paint, I know it's gonna be an issue that I'm gonna have to deal with. So I'm thinking of trying to print them at 99%, seeing if the gears still mesh, the printed gears that go on the servos that touch the part of the arm that makes them open and close, seeing if those still mesh, and then seeing if 99% gets it an overall better fit, or if it's gonna make it too short, just off in general. But yeah, we'll see. But as of now, I think I'm calling R2's body done, to the point where I wanted to be last year.